Hello dear students, this side Kamna ma'am, your science teacher. Welcome back to my third video on chapter 12 nutrition in animals. So first, let's have a short recap of the last session. So in the last session, we learned about nutrition in humans, that human beings are omnivorous, means they can digest both plants and animal products because they have well developed digestive system. And then we discussed about the mouth and the buccal cavity. In this I explained you about the importance of teeth, that they help in chewing the food. And then we discussed about its four types: canines, molars, premolars and incisors. And then I explained you about two sets of teeth: temporary teeth and permanent teeth. Temporary teeth are 20 in number, they are also known as milk teeth, and permanent teeth are 32 in number. And today in this video we will cover tooth decay, tongue and salivary glands. So let's start our topic. Tooth decay. Now, why do you brush your teeth every day? To keep teeth clean. Otherwise, it will decay. Now, what is tooth decay? Tooth decay means holes in the teeth, and it is also known as cavity. And it can be caused by a number of ways. But two main reasons for tooth decay are bacteria overgrowth in the mouth and a diet rich in sugar and starch. When we eat the food, tiny particles of food get stuck on the teeth and in the space between the teeth. If we do not brush, the bacteria grow there, and then these bacteria combine with food and saliva and form plaque. Now, what is plaque? It is a sticky, invisible film that can accumulate very quickly. And if you eat food that is rich in sugar and starch, like chocolate, toffees, ice cream, that make this plaque more stickier. And when this plaque is not cleaned regularly, then after a few days it turns into a hard yellow brown substance known as tartar. Next is stages of tooth decay. First stage is decay in enamel. When bacteria combine with sugar, they produce acid. This acid creates a soft spot on the enamel of our teeth. Now, what is enamel? Enamel is the hard outer surface layer of our teeth. The teeth is white in color because of enamel. After some days, this soft spot creates a hole in the enamel. This is known as advanced decay, and both these stages are not painful. As the acid is allowed to work further into our tooth, a bigger hole grows and it reaches to dentin of tooth. What is dentin? Dentin is a layer of material that lies immediately under the enamel of the tooth, and this is known as decay in dentin, and this stage is painful. And this hole grow further until it is not treated, and then it reaches to the pulp. Now, what is pulp? It is a part of the dentin. It is soft and full of nerves and blood vessel. This is known as decay in pulp, and this stage is very painful. Now, there are two ways to prevent cavities from forming in the first place. First is proper oral hygiene and dental care. This can be achieved by regular brushing of the teeth at least twice a day, and rinse your mouth every time after eating something. Second is diet change. Easy adjustments can be made to our diet, like we should avoid too many sweets, as the sugar cause excessive plaque and tartar, which result in cavities, and take calcium rich diet like cheese and other dairy products, as calcium is very important to keep the teeth strong. Next is tongue. It is a fleshy muscular organ present in our mouth. When we are chewing the food, at that time it helps in mixing the saliva with the food, and it also helps in swallowing the food. It is very important sense organ, and it has taste buds. These taste buds help us to sense four different tastes, which are sweet, salty, bitter and sour. In fact, we can locate the position of taste buds on our tongue with the help of an activity which is given here. So our aim is locate the position of taste buds on your tongue. For this you need sugar solution, salt solution, lemon juice, bitter gourd juice, 4 spoons, or you can take 4 earbuds. Now procedure. First of all, close your eyes and take out your tongue, and then take first solution and put its drop on different part of the tongue. Now tell me the taste.
Sweet.
And which part is able to detect it? Now take second solution and put its drop on different part of the tongue. Now tell me, what is the taste?
Salty.
And which part is able to detect it? Now take third solution and put its drop on different part of the tongue. Now tell me, what is the taste?
Sour.
And which part is able to detect it? Now take next solution and put its drop on different part of the tongue. Now tell me, what is the taste?
Bitter.
And which part is able to detect it? When you find out the taste of the solutions applied every time and the areas of the tongue which detect the taste, then draw a diagram to represent your observation. So what we observe from this activity? The bird dipped in sugar solution tastes sweet at the tip of the tongue. The bird dipped in salt solution tastes salty at the area just behind the tip of the tongue. And the bird dipped in lemon juice tastes sour at the two sides of the tongue. And the bird dipped in bitter gourd juice tastes bitter at the back portion of the tongue. So what we conclude from this activity? Different regions of the tongue detect different taste. Next is salivary glands. Now what is gland? A gland is an organ which produces and releases substances that perform a specific function in the body. And salivary glands secrete saliva into the mouth. Salivary glands are located at the side of the face, below and in front of each ear. They release saliva into buccal cavity with the help of salivary tubes. Food in the mouth stimulates the salivary glands to secrete saliva, and then this saliva gets mixed up with the food. And mucin in saliva helps to soften the food. Actually, mucin are glycoproteins that thickens the saliva. In addition to mucin, saliva contain an enzyme known as salivary amylase, which help in breakdown of starch into maltose. Maltose is a form of sugar. Saliva is neutral in nature, having pH around 7, and salivary amylase is active at this pH. Now what is pH? It is a measure of the acidity or basicity of a solution. The pH scale usually ranges from 0 to 14. Aqueous solution with a pH less than 7 are acidic, while those with a pH greater than 7, they are basic in nature, and those with pH equal to 7 are neutral in nature. And when we chew the food with our teeth, it breaks down the food into smaller pieces. This increases the surface area to volume ratio of food. When surface area of food get increased, the enzyme salivary amylase can act on it more efficiently. And when the food is properly mixed up with the saliva, then the tongue rolls the food into small slippery round mass. It is also known as bolus. The bolus is then swallowed and passed down into the esophagus via pharynx. So that's all for today, and tomorrow we will discuss pharynx, esophagus and stomach. Now I have prepared few in between questions for you. Copy them in your notebook and learn them, and try to make some more in between question answer. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe and keep learning.